Hello, Roll Mithril here once again, getting back to Secret of Evermore, and the grind session is over. We have more than enough gems for me to do what I need to do during this recording session. Though of course grinding for money, well, you're also grinding experience, and so we leveled up a good bit. We're level 20 now. We were bound to outlevel the doggo at some point since he hasn't been with the party for a while now, but hey, leveling up is never a bad thing. Also, we got the crush formula to level 4, so that's good. And I got some more ingredients. I bought 10 mud peppers, and I found a couple of ingredient spawns that gave me 3 ethanol and 1 bone. I was kinda hoping to stumble across some vinegar, but alas. So as to how strong Crush has gotten. That's actually on the low end of the damage it can do. And these guys are kinda defensive, so it's not gonna do as much to them. Still a decent chunk. The thing about the Crush formula is it has a wide range of damage that it can do, and the more you level it up, the higher the max range gets. It stays pretty relevant for a while actually, so it does pay to level it up. Let's see if we have any better luck here. Yeah, there we go. That's a pretty good show of the wild range it has. Another thing worth noting about the Mad Monks is they actually have a status ailment they can put on you that we haven't seen on camera yet. It's called Plague, and it's basically poison but more so. It does more damage and faster, and unlike poison, it doesn't go away by itself, I don't think, but the cure formula will still get rid of it. So, time to buy some expensive jewelry. Once you've met this guy once, you don't have to wait for the "I'm behind the boxes" message. I can offer you this Amulet of Annihilation for 10,000 jewels. Is it a deal? Sure. Are you sure? Yes. Wow, I didn't think anyone would ever come up with the cash. I mean, you had to fight a lot of spiders and thieves to get that kind of money. Since you went to so much trouble to buy this, basically worthless piece of crass jewelry, I'm going to throw in a free gift. So we get the amulet, and also a chocobo egg. Thanks for the business. Sadly, we do not get a bird friend. The chocobo egg is a charm. Increases maximum hit points for those who possess it. Nice. And, as a charm, it's always active once you have it. And yet, we're not seeing the effects of it. It still shows us as having 201 max HP. It's weirdly touchy about this. If we go out here and look at it again... Yep, that sure is an egg. Yeah, now it takes effect. Our max HP has been bumped up to 246. Just a weird idiosyncrasy with the coding, I guess. The Crush spell does pretty handily take out the Mad Monks. It's not as good against rogues. But hey, a little extra pocket change never hurt anyone. Oh, not quite enough to finish you off. And a miss. And a miss. There we go. So yeah, these pots over here that we can't reach. Just saying. Nothing strange about that. So let's heal up at the Oasis. And now... Hey, Skipper. Do you want a lift? Sure. Have you got an Amulet of Annihilation? Yes, sir. Hop in, Ralph. That's not my name, but okay. I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome you aboard our non-stop shuttle to Nobilia, the little jewel of the Desert of Doom. On your left is a large expanse of sand rocks and scrubweed. Fascinating. While you're enjoying your stay in Nobilia, you can shop for goods, armor, and charms in the Bargain Bazaar. While we make our approach to the city, please return your seats and trade tables to their upright positions. Remain seated until the boat comes to a complete stop. What a lovely tour guide. As long as you're riding in the boat, you also don't take heat damage from the desert. And the trip goes a lot faster. So before we go in here, a couple of points of interest. First off, yeah, the rice and spice cache that we got, it actually makes things a lot easier than I thought it did. It cuts out a big portion of the trade sequence in here. Normally at the start, you'd have to trade for a bunch of rice, trade that for some spice, trade for more rice, trade for more spice, rice, spice, rice, spice, back and forth quite a good bit. We're saving a good bit of time with this. Speaking of time, there is a reason I did not enter Nobilia Market in the last video. The moment you get into the marketplace, a time limit begins. 15 minutes real time, and nothing stops that time limit. Even if you leave the marketplace and go back out into the desert, the time is still ticking down. But it doesn't start until you set foot in the market. So, as soon as we get in that door, we have 15 minutes to shop. We're a man on a mission, so let's go. So, we have a profit here, but we don't want to mess with him just yet. Instead, my beads are perfect for your decorating and trading needs, and they're only 1 bag of rice and 3 jewels each. Interested? We need 20 of these, so 2 packs of 10. Next, we need 11 chickens. Yeah, you heard that right. As much as I hate to part with one of my chickens, I'd be willing to trade them for a jar of spice and 2 bags of rice each. We need 11 of these, so 3 packs of 3. And 1 pack of 2. Next up we need tapestries, 4 of them. For that we come over here. I have a nice assortment of rugs and wall hangings. My finest piece is a tapestry that depicts mummified cats playing poker. Classy. 3 beads per tapestry. So 1 pack of 3. And 1 last one. Next we need perfume. So back around this way. Right up here. My perfumes are the finest, and such a good bargain. Only 3 jars of spice per bottle. Interested? We need 8 of these. So 2 packs of 3. And 1 pack of 2. Next we need to get to a bit of an enclosed area, and for that we have to actually leave the market, heading toward the east. So right through here. Down this way, and into this building. But there is something else we can do in here real quick. Just follow the spider. What's the meaning of this? Why do you disturb my rest? I'm sorry. I didn't know. You're a skinny little guy, aren't you? You need some meat on your bones. You need brute strength. I've got just the thing for you. The power of Atlas. So we have a new alchemy formula. Target gets super strength. So let's drop Flash for now, and activate Atlas. Of course, in order to use this Atlas formula, you'll need an Atlas medallion. I can offer one to you for 100 jewels. Sure. We'll talk more about what this entails later on once we can catch a break. Right now, we're on a strict shopping time limit. So this is the only way to get to these 2 stalls here. Hello, friend. We haven't had much business around here today. I'm glad you could make it. These limestone tablets are authentic artifacts from ancient ruins. I can part with them for 4 jars of spice and 2 beads each. We need 2 of these. I have something that you really need, a jeweled scarab, and it'll only set you back a jar of spice and 2 bottles of perfume. We need 4 of these, so pack of 3, and 1 last one. So back we go. That's all we have to do in there. We need to get back to the main marketplace. Our next order of business is golden jackals. For that, we come over here. If you only go home with 1 souvenir from our fine marketplace, let it be a golden jackal. This fine statuette will set you back just 5 jars of spice, or 2 chickens. Chickens are the better trade. We need 3 of these, so just trade chickens 3 times. Now we start getting some rarer things. The ancient ruby heart will decrease the power of your enemies. I'll trade it for the moxa stick, or a tapestry, a jeweled scarab, and a limestone tablet. We're trading the other goods. We don't even have the moxa stick just yet. The big meeting is going to happen in 11 minutes. That's when the market closes. We're making good time. This item is an import from a faraway land. The Jade Disc of Emperor Key helps to ensure victory in battle, and it's all yours for only 3 chickens and 3 beads. Deal. So next we have the Moxa Stick. You may heal your wounds more effectively when you possess the Moxa Stick. I can offer it to you for 2 chickens, a jeweled scarab, and 12 jars of spice. Absolutely. Next, the Silver Sheath. The Silver Sheath will give your sword more strength. I'll trade it to you for the Sunstone or a golden jackal and 10 jars of spice. Once again, we're going with the other goods. Now we want the Sunstone. With the Sunstone in your possession, you'll have more power for the battles ahead. I can give it to you for a limestone tablet and 5 bags of rice. Give. Next, we need to go all the way to the upper left corner of the marketplace. So, right up this way. The big meeting is going to happen in 10 minutes. That's when the market closes. Let me show you something that you'll really like. It's a fine crafted souvenir spoon from the misplaced city of Costagando. I might part with it for 2 jars of spice. Indeed. Now we're going to get some armor. For this one, we have to go all the way to the opposite corner of the marketplace. The bottom right-hand stall. You can increase the protection and power of your arms with a bronze gauntlet. I'll trade 1 to you for a souvenir spoon and 2 tapestries. Yep. Next up, we need the Obsidian Helmet. Helmets are my trade, and I have just the one that you need. I can trade the Obsidian Helmet to you in exchange for 10 jars of spice. Sounds great. Next up, we're going after armor polish. I can trade you my armor polish for your silver sheath and 75 jewels. This is the one time we're going to trade a key item, and I'll tell you why later on. I deal in strong armor. What you need is a stone vest. I can deal 1 to you in exchange for a jeweled scarab. Give. At this point, it's time to mess with the Prophet. The end is near. Heed my warning. Heed my warning! We're in for a cataclysmic event the likes of which we've never seen. Heed my warning! Heed the warning of the goats! We're in for a cataclysmic event the likes of which we've never seen. The new leader of our world is not what he seems. He has evil intentions that will trigger a cataclysm. Somebody is watching over us, controlling us. It's true, I tell you. It's true. We are merely sprites that dance at the beck and call of our button-pressing overlord. This is a video game, don't you see? We're characters in a video game. This guy's a nutcase. If I'm lying, may I be struck down by the powers that be. You can choose to do something to him, but if you cancel by hitting Y... Please take this reward for not turning me into something. You're a kind soul. We get the Centurion cape. At this point, we're going to leave the market to the north. There's this rock here. You know what to do with that. This is why I bought mud peppers. I'm Tiny the Barbarian. I'm the strongest creature alive. Nobody lifts my rock but me. You know, it's ironic that your name is Tiny, because you're actually very large. Yes. Tiny likes irony. Do you want Tiny to show you the real way to lift a rock? I'll do it for a tapestry from the market. Lift that rock! It's a deal! Clear the way. This is going to be good. Now, that's how you lift a rock. I wonder if that rock will ever land. This statue was commissioned by our new leader to honor his mentor. I think it's a little pretentious. I think it's a little familiar. So with that, we've done most of the important stuff, but if you want to do some preparation for another market later on that's far less complicated, let's get some more stuff. We have time. First, let's get 20 more beads. Now, we need to go build up some rice. Normally, this is what you'd have to do at the start of the trade sequence. So buy them in packs of 20 and get up to 80 rice. I might still have some left over. How much do I have? Yeah, I got plenty of rice. So now we come over here, And we trade for spice. We don't have ceramic pots, so we trade rice. Trade 40 rice for 10 spice, do this twice. And in total, we have to do this 3 times. We need 60 spice. Now, ceramic pots are another thing that you can get here at the market. There's a bit of a gamble involved with them. Occasionally you can get extra items from the ceramic pots, but I don't think it's a constant. But sometimes you can get extra jewels, possibly even a rare chocobo egg that way. Okay, we actually still have 5 minutes. We got plenty of time. So after this, I should have 60 spice. 60 spice. I accidentally wanted to trade pots. Okay. So yeah, we've got plenty of spice. And we want to trade this for 20 perfume. So 6 packs of 3. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And with that, 1 pack of 2. So with that I should have 20 perfume, indeed. Last thing we need to do is stock up on rice one more time. We got 4 minutes. And now we're going to trade for Amulets of Annihilation right here. The market's going to close any minute now for the big meeting. Hey buddy, how'd you like an all-powerful Amulet of Annihilation? You'll impress your friends and frighten your foes. It's all yours for a mere 30 bags of rice. You can haggle him down a bit, though. You're shrewd. How about 15 bags of rice? We want 5 of these, and you have to talk him down every time. But don't talk him down more than that. You actually can talk him down more than that, but if you do so, he'll stop dealing with you. And, well, you don't want to do that. Technically, we only need 4 amulets for later, but I want to get an extra one so we have a ride back. That should do it. Indeed, 5 amulets of annihilation, 20 beads, a golden jackal, a jeweled scarab, 20 perfume. That's what we need for the later market. So, we're good. We ended up with some extras here and there, but it doesn't really matter too much. So let's talk about the new charms that we got. Armor Polish. Armor Polish increases the strength of body armor. It's basically a defense buff that works for every piece of armor you're wearing. Very, very useful. Far more than the Silver Sheath. Why did we trade that one away? Well, the Silver Sheath, it powers up your sword type attacks. But there was a coding error. It's an error in your favor, however. The Silver Sheath is always active as soon as you start the game. Even without having it in your possession, it's always in effect. Your sword attacks will always have a bit of a buff on them. Jade Disc. This disc increases the ability of the holder to hit his target. Nice. Moxa Stick. Healing formulas and items are more powerful. Very handy. Ruby Heart. Lowers enemies' chances of landing a blow. Useful. Sunstone. The holder of the Sunstone has greater strength. Nice. So yeah, the Silver Sheath is, due to the coding error, completely and utterly useless. You can get one later on, though, if you just want item completion. And, speaking of item completion, there is another key item you can get here in the market. The Magic Gourd. You can trade the Chocobo Egg for it. Don't do it. There's a way to get the Magic Gourd that it involves a lot of money, but not trading away a key item. But the thing is, the Magic Gourd is completely useless And that's not a coding error. That's just flavor. I mean, we're here at this outdoor trade market. You gotta figure somebody's out to scam you. So, we got the bronze armor at the earlier market in Crustacea, and then the stone vest, but we got one level beyond, the Centurion cape. If you get the stone vest before dealing with the Prophet, you will get this, the best chest armor here in Crustacea and Nobilia. It's quite a boost. We also have the bronze Gauntlet now from the marketplace, and the Obsidian Helm. Very nice. So with that, we've pretty much done everything we need to do here in the marketplace. We made pretty good time with this. There are some other things you can do. Probably the biggest point of interest is this guy here selling fish. If you buy one from him, it'll heal you up, and if you somehow haven't gotten the healing formula yet, he'll give it to you. You do still have to wait the rest of the 15 minutes, though, for the marketplace to close before we can advance the plot. Sooner or later, everyone will start wandering off. Can't talk, busy juggling. If they want to attract a crowd for the big meeting, they should put this guy on the bill. Sooner or later, you'll notice the tone of the crowd change a bit, people will start walking off. That's what we want. It's a bit of a time sink waiting for this. So how's your day been? I watched movies earlier with the family. I watched Sonic the Hedgehog and Onward. They were enjoyable. I had a good time. Also had some pizza. Delicious. You can go now. There's nothing more to see here. Well, I guess we can talk about the Atlas formula. That medallion we got, it's a fairly rare alchemy ingredient. And it's basically like a backstreet drug. Can't even say the first one's free because he still charges you 100. But every time you need to buy one from him, and he's the only person to supply them, he charges extra for them. More and more and more and more. It makes the Atlas formula eventually kind of impractical. Come on, man, break it up. The Great Colosseum is being prepared for the Battle of the Champion. You may not enter. Will that get things moving? There we go. The place is empty. The big meeting in the city square is probably starting. Once the market is closed, a basket that used to be here will be out of the way, and you can sneak in here and examine this pot. Found 500 jewels. Lovely. With that, let's go to the square.